on the outside of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said, I have a proposition. If you really want to take me home tonight, I said, what's that? And she said, if you come make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you come make me dance, I'll stay forever. So I sung a heart I wore when it came hard to breathe. Hit the focus to make sure I hit the notes. And let's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to flow. That's your man, hey, cause if it isn't, for you tonight. Now she say I'm a magician. And if you really want to take me home tonight, it's quite alright. Yeah, she say, come make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you come make me dance, I'll stay forever. I'm in order, is it obvious? I'm just trying to say if I'm honest, I'm just trying to figure you out.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And still fighting. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At their own 28-yard line. To start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Vikings at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. They always tough to NFL.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On play action, McCarthy. He'll try to pick it up himself. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, check that. Street. Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing is McCarthy. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Juwan Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Burrow. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4.
Let's get set. 11. 180. Let's stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They're going to pick up there at 22.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andre Yoshibas, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant, keep throwing it around.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. To the air with McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
MT, 11 Thomas. Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get set. 12. Wide 80.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
11. Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Chase Brown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well in the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's McCarthy.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now McCarthy. Over the middle, complete. That's Tucker. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw. McCarthy completes this to Addison out left. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing again, McCarthy. And he's caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snap a night, bang, drink, bouncing to the beat.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. Karen Wilson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On one. Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go. 12.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
11. Hey, can. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
11, MT, Tate.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And incomplete on a deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
For the extra point.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there to see if they can build on that stop. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Vikings
And now they'll shift things around.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the gun. This one swung out here to Jones. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ready up!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Let's go now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Vikings field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow will throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That's good for the Bengals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Vikings 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
You heard my man, the left controller, the lever king, I told you. Hard aim and let the journey begin.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
39-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Second and 10.
Here we go, 79 Broncos. Past the 60, past the 60. 19 Lions.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On play action. Now McCarthy. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. Down the right sideline.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Garrett Wilson.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for two.
The Vikings will line up.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some good catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And getting this just shy of midfield and spotted at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now it's Burrow. From the left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Touchdown! T. Higgins from a yard out. And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And this guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
And out across midfield down to 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
10 at the 45-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
To the air with McCarthy.
Caught. It's Wilson. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I like what the offense did there, trying to spread the defense out with a 5-receiver formation. But give the defense credit. They stayed in their spot and were able to disrupt the catch and force the ball to the turf.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side.
And he will score. Touchdown. Trey Tucker, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for two.
The Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And out of pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
31. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
11. Gun. Dot. 11. 180. Dot.
Now Burrow.
He connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as the tackle made up at the 48-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Burrow.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
51 yards.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
Makes the score.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to grab up, then get to the butt. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency, stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have the things we've been lacking, my bruh. So what are we?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now McCarthy.
It's caught. in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Juwan Johnson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
And now, once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass it. Pass it there, and it works.
It's all pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for him.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back,
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Third and long.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Right 80. Right up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. That's not a bad number.
you're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Here we go. Can.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jamar Chase, 32 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. McPherson now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Bengals 56, Vikings 39. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Here's McCarthy.
Under pressure, and down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
A 4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14 at the 20-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else.
Operating from the gun.
McCarthy to the sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Vikings on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Panther 60. Panthers. Check smash. Check smash.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on. I got you, baby. I got you. I got you. 70.
McCarthy off the play fake.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40.
16 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy. He lets one go deep for Addison.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the